Hemet, Sentinel, Murrieta, Menifee, everything. Of course, the grand finale will be right here at the Historic Hemet Theater, June 9th. And we've got a semi-final Friday, April 27th, right here. Tickets on sale. Oh, hold on. Gotta check. I'm not gonna check. Oh, can I hug you? Can I hug you? Can I hug you? That was the prize, by the way. Sorry, guys. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is, please help us out. The Value Foundation, a lot of our committee members are here. You see them, they've got gold name tags on. Raise your hand or stand up if you are a committee member of the Value Foundation. House lights, can I see you? Stand up, please. I see Coca, I see people in the back. Susan, Linda Whalen. If you want to know more and learn more about our foundation, what we're trying to accomplish here, talk to any of us with a name tag on after the show, and we'll be happy to tell you everything, because that's all we've been working on for the past 3 months. Anyhow, it's back to time to get to serious work. Bob, come on out. Okay, they like you better than me.
No.
You're not asking for money.
Right.
Yet.
He doesn't know what I do for a living. But I can take some pointers, I'll tell you that. So just stand right in front of him and say, do you have a pen?
Oh.
Do you have a checkbook? Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Give him a hug.
Give him a hug, that works too. Okay, so we've got a really neat thing happening right now. It's called the Mayor's Award, and we're going to ask Mayor Pro Tem Jim Foreman to come on up. Wilson and Dave Morgan could come up as well. I knew there was a broken wheel.
It's Hemet. It belongs to Hemet.
Things are improving. This won't happen next year. Teamwork.
Village.
There you go. We are on. You're first.
Good evening. Son? Okay. Can I get the rest of the Hemet City Council to come up with me and the Valley Queens? Thank you. It's my distinct pleasure to introduce tonight's first recipient of the new annual Mayor's Award. Hemet has been very fortunate to have such a creative and energetic person to join our community and work tirelessly to improve our downtown and the quality of life for all of us to enjoy. Tonight's recipient is originally from, of all places, New York City.
New York City!
Right? But quickly became a friend to our community after moving here just 4 years ago. Just 3 years ago, this person started something that's been key to improving our downtown and offering wholesome, safe, family-friendly activities in Hemet. Their success grew quickly to include new holiday events and other special events that highlighted Hemet's most talented residents, as we just saw. Today, this person is one of the lightning rods behind Valley View Foundation's goal of restoring the Hemet Theater so the community can enjoy more music, theater, and the performing arts. I'm sure by now many of you know who this distinguished recipient is, so I won't delay this any longer. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the founder of the Hemet's Farmer Market, Wednesday Night Street Fair, Hemet Hometown Christmas, and Hemet's Got Talent. Please join me in a warm round of applause as I invite the hardest working, excuse me, I was corrected by my wife, one of the hardest working women in Hemet. Patricia, if you'd come up here, please. Hopefully you're surprised. You were able to keep a secret, huh?
Yes.
Well,
That's tough.
it is my honor as the whole council to award you this presentation. Thank you so much for all you do for our community.
family will tell you it's very hard to keep a secret from me. I'm so honored. I love Hemet. I've loved Hemet from the minute I came here. Everybody has reached out to me as a friend, as to an associate. 3 or 4 years ago, I came up with an idea to start a farmer's market. And if it hadn't been for the community, for everybody in the city, the officials, down to the secretaries that guided me to put the farmer's market together and supported me, and the community who came out slowly, but has built the farmer's market to be a happening in town. I'm so happy. From the farmer's market, we've had the Harvard Street event, we've had the Hometown Christmas, we've done Voice of the Valley. I couldn't have done any of this without the community supporting it. This is just the beginning. I believe so much in this city. I believe in this theater. I believe in the people that live in this town that really do love this community. We have to all join forces together and build this city back to where it was. I could never have done any of this without my 2 boys, Nicholas and Alexander, who have recently moved to Hemet. And I am so happy. My granddaughter's here. She's going to grow up in this city. Let's all stick together. Let's all come together. Let's all support this city because it's a great city. I'm tired of hearing about what Hemet was like. It's going to come back and we're going to do it. I love Hemet. I think we all love Hemet. And thank you very much for this honor. Really, thank you so much. I love you all.
We've got some more awards for you, Pat. Yeah, just stand right over here. From Senator Bill Emerson's office, Dave Morgan would like to give you an award. And if Brian is standing, if you want to come on up, we'd love to have you up here too. Dismissed. Is this going to be in the way of the montage?
Yeah.
It's good? A little bit? Happy? We got it. I can do this.
Hi, my name is Chris Jensen. I'm the Deputy Director of Public Works Operations, and in case you haven't heard, Hemet rocks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank the City of Hemet and the residents of this beautiful city for helping Habitat for Humanity. The city does many incredible things, and Habitat for Humanity is one of the organizations that they do support us. We build homes for families with children in dire need of shelter. If you're from this area, I'm sure you know how Latham and Topwitz used to be. Look at it today. Look at these beautiful homes. And all these homes have been built by volunteers like you and I. Come take a look at this. See how the city is changing and how the city is helping the communities change. So I want to thank the City of Hemet and all the residents for all your help and support. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.
Hello, I'm Deanna Eliano, Community Development Director for the City of Hemet.
And I'm Robert Rigetti with the Diamond Valley Arts Council.
We're here to talk to you today about arts and culture within the Valley. The City of Hemet recently adopted its new general plan update for the next 30-year time period, and for the first time included an arts and culture element. It contains several new goals and policies and implementation programs to promote arts and culture within the Valley.
And we see this as an opportunity to help the city, as well as the city of San Jacinto, to look for opportunities to promote themselves, both to the local valley and as well as to the outside world, to bring in tourism and to bring in new businesses and opportunities for new jobs. Jobs that may give artists in the local community an opportunity to work, and bring in dollars for the community that will expand our economy and increase the visions of the city to promote growth.
The City of Hemet has been very pleased and honored to partner with the Diamond Valley Arts Council, as well as other artistic organizations within the city, to prepare the element, and are excited about moving forward with promoting arts and culture within the valley.
Hi, I'm Councilman Larry Smith. Looking forward to our evening tonight. I'm excited to hear what our mayor has to say. He's going to talk about Hemet Rocks. He's also going to talk about the future of our city. Thank you for being here tonight.
I'm Councilwoman Linda Krupa. It's very exciting that we are having this State of the City address in the Historic Hemet Theater. This is a place we need to save. It's exciting what's going on in the valley, and Hemet rocks.
Hi, I'm Councilman Jerry Franchville. I'm very excited for tonight's State of the City address. We've made some monumental changes in the past several years. I'd like to thank our city manager and our staff, and I'm looking forward to the future of Hemet. Hemet rocks.
Hi, my name is Jim Foreman. I'm the Mayor Pro Tem of the City of Hemet. And I'd like to take this opportunity to tell you, I believe in the last 3 years, the City of Hemet has grown financially, and I'm happy the City Council has taken the direction to secure the finances of the city, and we will continue on this until we are strong and prosperous again.
This is Robert Youssef, Mayor of Hemet, and one of the things that I'm proud about this year is our partnership with San Jacinto with the Valley Congress. What an opportunity it is, and to continue to work with our partners with Riverside County and San Jacinto to form that partnership to really hold dear what this valley means.
Okay. Just a second. I can get this. All right, it is an honor for me to introduce a friend of our valley, a friend of our community, a man that works really hard in our county to make sure that our standard of living is held in high esteem, our 3rd District Supervisor, Jeff Stone.
Good evening, my fellow colleagues and my fellow constituents. I'm very honored to be able to say a few words here tonight in this beautiful theater. And let me first say that, I think you'll agree with me, Hemet has talent. And what a beautiful theater. This is my first time here, and I now understand the move to restore this beautiful theater to its luster. And I look forward to partnering with you on that as well. I'm honored to be here tonight to recognize Mayor Youssef and the Hemet City Council and their many achievements. I appreciate being a member of the Valley Congress, the unification of the cities of Hemet and San Jacinto, the Cibolo Tribal Council, and Riverside County. You have all witnessed increased collaboration, sharing of resources, and significant cooperation. We have to do that as we all working with less to combine our efforts to do more. I've had many requests for the discretionary funds that each supervisor, including myself, controls, and we've seen that fund decrease with the economy. But I want you to know that I'm so impressed with the theater, and I have had requests to help fund the restoration. And I was a little concerned about the validity of making that investment. But after being here tonight and seeing the talent and seeing this beautiful venue, I think that Riverside County needs to get behind the effort to restore this theater. So I'd like to show you how I like to cooperate. And I know many of you are here tonight that would like to see this theater enhanced, restored to its beautiful luster. Not that it's not beautiful already. But tonight, if you're willing to give some money, I will match, or I should say the County of Riverside will match 3 times what is collected tonight up to $10,000. So if 33 of you contribute $100, the County of Riverside will be delighted to contribute $10,000 towards our first contribution to getting this theater restored. As a result of redistricting with the 2010 census, I maintain the commitment that was requested of me to keep the cities of Hemet and San Jacinto in the 3rd district. It would have been illogical to separate these 2 beautiful cities. As a result, I no longer represent the cities of Canyon Lake and Menifee. So I now only represent 4 instead of 6 cities. And as a result, I will have more time to spend in the Hemet Valley. And I want you to know that my top priority in the months to come in the future will be to continue to work side by side with the cities to enhance public safety, to fast track important infrastructure to open up this valley to commerce, and to help the private sector create more jobs. To achieve the stronger presence that I'm talking about in the valley, tonight I'm announcing that I'm going to be moving my Val Vista office on the eastern end of the valley to a more centralized location at the new Hemet Service Center on State Street. My staff and I look forward to our continued partnership with you to enhance the quality of life of all the Valley's residents. Thank you for the opportunity that you have given me over the past 7 years to represent you. And I look forward to the many successes that we shall achieve together in the very near future. Congratulations again to Mayor Youssef, the City of Hemet, for all the wonderful accomplishments that we will soon learn about. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank goodness we're not on the radio. Dead air is just terrible. I'd like to introduce a gentleman that's doing a lot of good in our community, our Mayor Robert Youssef.
Well, I hope you all enjoy your evening tonight. I just wanted to say, first off, a very special thank you to the Saboba Band of Swinging Indians. We could not have done this without you tonight, so thank you. Thank you to CR&R as well for supporting the community. And wow, what a fantastic talent we saw here tonight. Wouldn't you agree? I gotta tell you, I can't sing and I can't dance, but I can talk your ears off for the next 20 minutes. So, first off, I just wanted to say, honored dignitaries, guests, department directors, city manager, and honorable city council. I chose this historic Hemet Theater for this year's State of the City address because to me, this great old building has a lot in common with our current state of the city. She needs a little help from people who admire her and remember her the way she used to be. She needs to have talented and dedicated people to see her potential. And those dedicated people need to have the resolve and commitment to see this promise of restoration. Many of you know firsthand how difficult the past few years have been for both the San Jacinto Valley and for the state of California. In January of this year, there were over 2 million Californians without jobs. Our statewide unemployment of 11% is the second highest in the nation. And the only area of the economy that's growing in California is is the public sector. We also have the second highest foreclosure rate, while property values remain flat. We're starting with a statewide budget shortfall of $12.8 billion, and we'll see an unprecedented number of tax measures on this year's November ballot. I mentioned these not-so-rosy state scenarios so we can put our local economy in some context. When I was elected in 2008, we were confronted with the practice of doing things that they've always been done in city government. The system in place for the city of Hemet, like many of the other cities, was unsustainable. It was obvious. The first job at hand was to resolve the city's immediate financial crisis and restore confidence with our citizens and our ability to remain viable. We have done that. Every mayor who comes into office faces a defining challenge. For Mayor McBride, it was changing a culture embedded with the very fabric of how the city did business. For Mayor Franchville, it was bringing back the city from the brink of bankruptcy. Now we face a challenge of reinventing the city of Hemet for the 21st century and encouraging a 21st century economy that can both sustain and drive it. This is the challenge of our time, and how well we meet it will define our state of the city for generations to come. This is my challenge. Let me share with you some of our new strategies that we've adopted in 2012 to meet those challenges. Ones that center on making our local economy, our government, and our vision the most innovative in the region. In 2008, the mindset within the city was to embrace strategies that included raising taxes. We saw a near attempt for a sales tax, and we saw an attempt for a utility tax. I know many had disagreed, but the city had to come to grips with what many cities are only now confronting: how much to cut and where. As was my pledge back in 2008 to the taxpayers, I can say without any hesitation tonight, we will not raise taxes to balance our budget. Instead, we've chosen a new approach, a smarter approach, an approach that respects the short-term needs of our taxpayers and protects the long-term prospects of our local economy. We will continue to grow our way out of these tough times by making our local government the most efficient that it can be. In 2008, the city of Hemet had approximately 406 employees. Today, we have 284, a reduction of nearly a third. As most know, the long-term obligations that come with large numbers of employees are breaking the backs of many municipalities. While we are committed to providing the highest quality of service, we are also dedicated to the proposition that if the private sector can perform a particular service more efficiently and with better results, we will do everything possible to integrate that service into our local governments. We have now reduced our deficit from more than $10 million over 3 years to having more than $12 million in reserves. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a net positive swing within just a few short years of $22 million. You've seen the headlines about the agreements the City Council had reached with our city's uniform and non-uniform unions, but they don't tell the whole story. The negotiations between the City Council and the city workers over the past several months were unparalleled in their scope. Unlike many public employee unions around Riverside County and around the state, our employees and their leaders have acknowledged that the prior status quo was simply not sustainable. The agreements we now have in place include many structural changes: work rules, benefit concessions, pension reform, and salary cuts, all of them reflecting the shared sacrifice on the part of the men and women of our labor unions and affirming their commitment to ensuring this city's survival. I think it's good noting that the city of Hemet is the only city in Riverside County where the employees now pay 100% of their retirement contributions. This is a remarkable achievement. I want to take this opportunity on behalf of the citizens of Hemet to personally thank our uniform and our non-uniform city workers for your tireless efforts in extending yourselves in these negotiations, which has resulted in placing the community above the unrealistic ways of the past. Thank you. Reforming our labor contracts was merely just a piece of the fiscal puzzle that the city had to deal with. We also needed to restructure one of our biggest revenue generators. As many of you know, the City Council took historic steps in partnering with CR&R to offer the citizens increased refuse service. By securing our partnership with CR&R, Hemet will see an increased stream of revenue of $95 million over the next 20 years. We have also restored street sweeping, weekly recycling pickup, and bulk item pickups at no additional charge. Even better, we have secured a trash rate that can only increase per the CPI index after next year, saving the taxpayers potential trash rate increase of over 30%, which would have been reality under the old system. We took extraordinary steps in finding new and better use for our beloved Simpson Center. With a strong partnership with the YMCA, we came up with a win-win for the community. Not only do our citizens get to participate in a variety of youth developments, healthy living, and social programs for both families and seniors, but this partnership has saved the city $400,000 a year. Using tremendous advances in communication, this year the city will invest in new technologies to streamline our processes, make our lives easier, and increase our efficiency and our protection. We recently unveiled our new state-of-the-art website to allow quick access to routine items such as permits, licenses, and other city functions. I can tell you that I have heard that the State of the City is not being broadcasted live on the city that we anticipate, so hopefully we'll get those items addressed. Electronic utility payments are also now available online to make it easier to pay bills and save valuable time for our citizens, but also for our reduced staff. We've also authorized a new computer-aided dispatch system that tracks and records calls for our police department. These improvements, including GPS mapping, are slated to be completed by the end of this year. With our new system, new software will show exactly where a call comes from, resulting in reduced response times. Unlike the current system of merely assigning a call to an officer to work a particular beat, our dispatchers will be able to immediately determine the closest officer. This mobile mapping program will be installed in every single patrol car. We will also make our city smarter and safer by revolutionizing the way our city handles emergency medical services. Historically, growing cities that looked to add additional fire stations when confronting with additional medical response challenges. With nearly 85% of our calls for service as medical related, we must focus on better and more efficient EMS response. In stark contrast to the other cities in the region that are now looking to raise taxes or charge a subscription fee to cover the department's expenses. We are committed to using better planning and higher levels of technology to provide that superior medical response. We will soon open our first community-based medical station staffed by AMR in exchange for no-cost emergency medical dispatch service. The end result is enhanced medical service to the community and the long-awaited implementation of emergency medical dispatch. More paramedics will be responding to more emergencies in faster times. And the Hemet Fire Department's expensive resources will no longer be used for the purposes they were never intended. The fire department's mission of rescues, firefighting, and fire prevention will be restored, thus saving the city hundreds of thousands of dollars every year. Again, the vision for the city of Hemet in the next few years will be to work as smart as we do hard. And even though I've spent a great deal of time focusing on the expense side of the ledger for most of our savings, I have not forgotten about the income side. New businesses have been recruited to Hemet, and we have only just begun. Panera Bread had one of its most successful openings in recent history, and has stabilized in the 3rd position of all 18 of their Inland Empire locations. Petter Nissan has opened a new Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep dealership, showing that Hemet does have the strength to perform well in this depressed economy. Another economic success is our local Valley Hemet Hospital. Now operated by a group of private physicians, our hospital has turned a profit in its first year. Wait times at the emergency room are down, new facilities are being constructed to provide greater medical services. As one of the largest employers in the Valley, the health of the Hemet Hospital is important, and it's a huge economic plus for the city. Turning to some of my non-economic goals, one of the greatest successes this year was finally finishing the 2030 General Plan. In 2008, the General Plan had been lingering for several years, and as one of the most important documents the city can have, this plan was made by top priority by our City Council. I'm happy to report to you tonight that under the respected leadership of Deanna Ileano, our Planning Commission, and our departments, we now have an updated tool, complete with a series of maps that solidifies our vision for our future. This plan now includes new recreation and trails elements, which will identify the park and recreational needs of the city, and it'll provide a master plan for our multi-use trail systems. We've also included an historic resources element that identifies the paleontology, archaeology, and cultural significant resources throughout our city. And finally, the general plan includes a new art and culture element that recognizes the importance of public art and how it can add richness to our community. I want to make a special mention of another priority that the city has established in regards to restoring and stabilizing our neighborhoods. It's no secret that in recent years, Hemet and the San Jose Valley has attracted many transient people wanting to take advantage of our current low rents and housing prices. Many forget that the city of Hemet was built on a foundation of providing affordable homes and social services to upstanding seniors who contributed greatly to our local economy. As someone who makes a living in the banking profession, I can tell you that there are very few places that were admired as much as Hemet when it came to per capita deposits. Unfortunately, in the past several years, many retiring seniors have opted to spend their golden years in those other states that are more financially stable or have little to no state income taxes. Ironically, the same amenities that made Hemet attractive to our well-to-do seniors has also made Hemet attractive to many non-productive individuals who seek cheap rents and readily available social services. Our ability to change the free market dynamics is relatively limited. However, we as a city council do not, and I will not, accept the deterioration of our community by those non-productive individuals who come here merely to game the system, take advantage of our upstanding citizens, and disrespect our beautiful community. I'm happy to report to you that we're soon going to be rocking their world. With the help and leadership